Don't lick that in front of me. It's just not fair. It's not fair that you can lick your crotch and I can't lick mine. Not that I'd want to. Anyway, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino RHino beer review. Today you have the Rhino and I'm looking at a beer that was dropped off to me by the one and only Gregory. So thank you very much, Greg. Oh, excuse me. This is from the GLB, boys and girls. So this is a Great Lakes Tank 10 series beer. It's actually one of their very big beers. This is 11.9% alcohol. This is Behind the Wavy Wall Imperial Stout. And it really is a nice wavy wall. So there you go. Look at that wavy wall. Yeah, again, 11.9% alcohol by volume. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. There's going to be a lot of malted barley in this thing. It's telling you the serving temperature between 8 and 10 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold for an Imperial Stout. Pretty cold for most beers in general. This is probably actually at about 18 right now. Glassware, a tulip. I'm not going to use my Heineken glass today. I was using it for a review right before this. Put the Heineken glass up there. I'm not going to use a tulip either. I'm going to use the Super Thistle, because that's what I want to use. IBU 60. Okay, let's come over here to the other side and just see. Oh, they're telling you it's 650 milliliters and it's craft beer. They're telling you it's craft beer on here. Okay. All that's telling you is what Tank 10 is. Okay, so I didn't know what this was really. I thought maybe it was barrel aged. I'm not seeing anything on here about barrel aged. I like the cartoon of the ice machine on there. So let's open her up. Let's hope she doesn't blow up now that I've shook her around a little bit as I was reading it. Let's hope. Oh, motherfucker. I don't know why I keep using this opener. But I do. I keep using it. And I just shook the table so much that the tripod is like this far away from falling off the table. Alrighty. Oh my god, look at that. Visually, that is stunning. Oh my lord, it's black as black can be. The head is pure on brown. Oh man, I love this beer already. Creamy, pure on brown, little bits of bubbles sticking up at the top. There you go, up close. Oh yeah. I almost tipped my whole glass when I hit that stupid Heineken cup. Oh, fucking A. Okay, so scent, full on chocolate, both baker's and milk chocolate. Full on coffee, full on black coffee at that. A little bit of like a cherry and fig smell as well. Deep dark fruits. So your dark fruits, your coffee, your chocolate. That coffee smell and the chocolate smell does mix into almost a mochaccino smell. So you're almost getting that like lactic sweetness on here too. Okay, I don't even care anymore. I'm trying it. Cheers. Okay. First off, that's 12% alcohol. 11.9. That is 12% alcohol. No. No. It does not taste like it's 12% alcohol. Maybe 8. Maybe 9. And that's only from the warming at the back of the throat. There is not a trace of alcohol in the taste, but there is a slight warming. That's incredible. Medium to heavy bodied in that it has that light carbonation, and it does have that somewhat lighter feel, but at the same time it does cover the mouth and have that creaminess that a full-blown stout should have. So that's awesome too. Texture is great, visual appeal is great, scent is great, flavor is great, and the fact that you can't tell it's 12% alcohol is great. The finish, once everything's gone, we'll start with just the finish. Once everything's gone, you're kind of just left with that roasty, toasty, burnt flavor in your mouth, with a little bit of black coffee and a little bit of English hoppiness, so that like dirty, you just licked a mud pie type of finish. Sorry, I did do one other beer before this one, and I guess I'm gassy from that one because this one didn't have the same type of head or anything as that one did. And this one has micro bubbles, so it can't be this one, but I do have a few burps stuck in there that I'm trying to get rid of so that I can continue on here. Forefront. Chocolate. Lots of chocolate. Lots of molasses. Lots of malt. That chocolate taste is both sweet chocolate and baker's chocolate. That baker's chocolate bitterness is actually part of the transition from the sweet chocolate into the toasted coffee that goes all the way back. This is a spectacular fucking beer. It really is. It is spectacular. Thank you very much, Greg, for picking this up. I actually think the only thing this beer needs is to sit in a barrel for about a year. And I'm not even going to say, well, a bourbon barrel, a whiskey barrel would do it, because a whiskey barrel would add those nice coconut and vanilla flavors. But I think, in all honesty, this could really do with like a year in a rum barrel. Bring in a little bit of that like raisin and plum flavor into there. Just to round off that back end a little bit more, and you'd also get a little bit of vanilla from the barrel itself, but you'd be adding that like that fig and that plum and everything. The dark fruits that I smelt when I smelt this beer would actually be in the flavor if it had sat in a rum barrel for a while, and I think that that's the only thing this beer needs to be perfect. And that's just it. The only thing this beer needs to be perfect is to just add a little more sweet flavors to counteract the back end, because its balance is not all that great. There's a very short moment of sweetness to a very long moment of bitterness and roastiness. And that's not to say that it's bad. I actually really like the bitterness and roastiness of this. I just think for me to want to drink this all the time, well, let's be honest, I kind of want to drink it all the time right now, but to make me really want to drink it all the time, I think it just needs a little bit more of a counterbalance, and I think that rum barrel would do it. Like I said, it would work very well in a whiskey barrel, but I think a rum barrel would change this something spectacular. Or even a port barrel, just to add more of that sweetness that I'm talking about, just a little more of that dark fruity sweetness. Wine barrels other than port, which isn't really wine but kind of is, wouldn't work in my opinion. Cognac barrels, as much as I love them, I don't think I'd want that with this. I think this is rum or port or nothing really. Or at the very, very, very least whiskey, but I wouldn't want that per se. I love the way it clings to the glass. I love the viscosity. I love the flavor. I love the fact that you can't tell it's 12% alcohol. It's a piss your pants drunk type of beer, because you could give this to your buddy who really likes stouts and he probably wouldn't know, and that's perfectly fine. as long as he's not driving. If he's staying at your house that night, perfectly fine. Fuck him up with it. So beautifully made, though. So beautifully made. I love the flavors on it. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, another 0.5 if those dark fruits that I smelt came out, because it would be a great counterbalance then between one and the other. So thank you very much, Greg, for getting this for me. Yeah. I'm supposed to stout strut, but I actually have nothing on from the waist down, so I'm not standing up. So Great Lakes, you'll have to get me to stout strut at your brewery one day. Yeah, so it's time for me to go.